Welcome to Study Loop.
So to calculate the mean of a geometric distribution, we would apply the formula mu equals 1 over p. And in this formula, the value of p represents the probability of success. And to calculate the standard deviation of a geometric distribution, you would apply the formula sigma equals the square root of q divided by p squared, and in this formula the value of q represents the probability of failure. And we have to discuss the relationship between the values of p and q. At all times, the p plus the q will always equal 1. So it's time to now apply these formulas with the problem at hand. So in this problem, we are talking about 2 out of every 3 children. So therefore, our p-value is 2/3. So if 2 out of 3 take some sort of lessons outside of school, then that means 1 out of 3 does not. So our q value would be 1 out of 3. So we're ready to substitute these values into the formulas. So to calculate the mean equals 1 over p, which would be 1 over 2/3. And that's the same as saying 1 divided by 2/3. And when you divide fractions, you multiply by reciprocal. So we get a value of 1.5 children for the mean of this geometric distribution. To calculate the standard deviation, we're going to substitute our values in. So we're going to put our q, which is 1/3, divided by our p-value squared. I like to do some cleanup before we jump to the calculator. And 2/3 squared is the same as 4/9. And we could write it in a different format. And dividing by a fraction is the same as multiplying by the reciprocal. And if we multiply straight across the top and the bottom, we get the square root of 9/12. And the square root of 9/12 can simplify into 3/4. So therefore, when we pick up our calculator, we get a standard deviation of approximately 0.866. So just to recap, our average of the geometric distribution will be 1.5 children, and our standard deviation is 0.866.